राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you very much for your kind association. Let's get started with our study of Jaiva Dharma, chapter 8. And this is session number 2 or 3 for chapter 8. So, let's begin with Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Ti Namine Shrivarshabhanavi Devi Daitaya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vidyana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhuryojvala Premadya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Viruddha Apasiddhanta Dvantaharine Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagyamurtaye Vipralambha Rasambodhe Padambujayate Namaha. Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidanandanamine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gauravirbhava Bhumistvam Nirdeshta Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Shri Jagannathaya Te Namaha. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurattvise Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vrindavaneshwari Radha Krishna Vrindavaneshwara Jivane Nidhane Nityam Radha Krishna Gatirmama Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadādhara Shrivas Ādi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Once again, my humble obeisances at the lotus feet of all the devotees who are listening. Hare Krishna. So we are discussing the 8th chapter of Shri Jaiva Dharma by Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur Mahasaya. And we are seeing how the residents of Godrum Dweep have come to Gaura Hrida, the place where Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had delivered the crocodile. And there is a tree called Nityananda Vat, where Sri Nityananda Prabhu used to sit and perform his various pastimes. And there Sri Haridas Babaji Maharaj, who is more than 100 years old, is staying. And he is a devotee of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. He does not want to leave that place because with his own eyes, he has seen Lord Nityananda Prabhu face to face under that tree, Nityananda Vat. So he's sitting there. And the Vaishnavas of Godrum Dweep, Shri Premdas Paramahamsa Babaji Maharaj, Shri Vaishnadas Babaji Maharaj, Lahiri Mahachay, they are all sitting. A young Vaishnav comes and very respectfully asks a question that Vaishnav Dharma is Nitya Dharma. So I want to know what is the behavior of a Vaishnav towards others, specifically the behavior of a Vaishnav towards non-Vaishnavas. And all the devotees, they request Sri Haridas Babaji Maharaj to respond, and Babaji Maharaj begins by describing the general behavior of a person who is pious. But the question was not about the behavior of a pious person, the question was about the behavior of a devotee, Vaishnava. So let's go to the slides. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is Jaiva Dharma by Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur Mahasaya, Chapter 8, Nitya Dharma and Vaishnava Behavior. So we have to go to, this is the verse that describes that those who praise people who are not interested in Krishna are no better than animals like dogs, hogs, camels, and asses. Then Sri Haridas Babaji Maharaj says, the present question is about the conduct of a devotee towards people in general. So he says that those who are on the path of bhakti, devotees, Vaishnavas, are of 3 types. Kanishta, Madhyam, Uttam. We saw this last time. And Sri Haridas Babaji Maharaj started describing the qualities of a Kanishta Adhikari. And this verse from the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam was quoted by Sri Haridas Babaji Maharaj. Archayam eva haraye pujam yaha shraddhaya bhate natad bhakteshu chanyeshu sa bhakta prakrita smrita. Prakrit bhakta. Prakrit means material. A materialistic devotee, he does not like to study the Shastra too much. He is very interested in deity worship, has faith also, maybe initiated also in the family tradition, but is not very interested in respecting and associating with the advanced devotees. And such a bhakta is bhaktabhas. He is actually just at the threshold of bhakti. He is not really a very advanced devotee. He's prakrit bhakta. He's a neophyte. So at best, he's a step inside the portals of the realm of bhakti. He's just one step into bhakti. And then another verse from 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam was quoted, Yasyatma buddhi kunapetri dhatuke swadhi kalatrādishu bhauma ijjadhi yat tirtha buddhi salile nakarhichit janesh abhigneshu sa eva gokhara. We saw how a person considers this material body made up of three dhatu, of Vata Pitta, to be the self. One who considers one's own children, wife, parents, relatives to be belonging to my relatives, my family. One who considers that, oh, my birthplace is very special. Such a person may also think that going to holy places means just taking darshan of different kunds and rivers. Such a person is no better than a very, very materialistic, attached animal, like a cow or a donkey. Gokhara. Very powerful statement. Now, I think we have to continue from this slide. The purport of these verses is that without worshipping the deity of Lord Krishna, one's devotion cannot even begin. So worshipping Shri Vigraha is an important aspect of bhakti. Without deity worship, factually, bhakti cannot even begin. Because, please pay attention, why? Because Krishna is not visible to our eyes. So we need to see Krishna at least in the form of the deity. And deity worship affords us that unique facility where we can see Krishna in some form. Oh, this is Radharaman. Oh, this is Jagannath. This is Sakshi Gopal. This is Panchatattva. So at least in one place, we can see Krishna with our present eyes. Oh, this is how Krishna's eyes are. This is how Krishna's eyebrows are. This is how Krishna stands in the threefold bending form. Oh, now I see. This is how Krishna holds the flute. So deity worship is absolutely essential to begin bhakti. At least we bow down. You see, Janmashtami, Gaur Purnima, even people who are not really into devotion, they are not into bhakti, they may be even meat eaters. But when they come to the temple on Janmashtami or Gaur Purnima, when they are in front of the deity, they will bow their head down. Otherwise, they will walk, very haughtily, not caring about others, insulting others. But when they come in front of Tirupati Balaji, they become like this suddenly. Oh, like this they will do. Hold their ears. Oh, like this, like them. They will do like this. The beginning of bhakti. At least they are seeing Krishna in one place, in the deity. So deity worship is the beginning. Bhakti cannot even begin unless you acknowledge the presence of Krishna in the deity form. If one rejects the personal deity form and enters into argumentative debate in a futile attempt to attain spiritual knowledge, then the heart becomes dry and hardened, and the true goal of devotion is lost in bewilderment. Now, somebody is not so much a devotee, you somehow bring them to the temple, and then they stand outside. No, we will not come inside. क्या भगवान के दर्शन लेने के लिए हमको लाइन में खड़े रहने की जरूरत नहीं है. भगवान को दर्शन देने तो यहाँ पे आएंगे. क्या भगवान सिर्फ मंदिर में ही है क्या? Like that, they will just do some argument. The fact is, they have no shraddha in Krishna. They have no qualification to see Krishna. If someone goes to a temple and gets into such argumentative debates, then their attempt is futile. They will not attain spiritual knowledge. Their heart will remain dry and hard. However, the worship of the deity should be performed with ever-increasing Shuddha Chinmay Buddhi. Shuddha means pure, Chinmay means spiritual, and Buddhi means intelligence. So, deity worship should be performed how? Not with Prakrit Buddhi. Deity worship should be performed with Shuddha Chinmay Buddhi. One who has a transcendental consciousness that this is not some statue made of Ashtadhatu or brass. This is not some statue made of wood. Pratima nahi tumi sakshat Brajendra Nandan. If this consciousness is there, that is called Shuddha Chinmaya Buddhi, spiritual intelligence, Chinmaya Buddhi, and pure. Though living in this material world, the Jiva, the spirit soul, the Jiva is a Anu Chinmaya Vastu, Anu Chid Kana, Anu Chid Vastu, small Chinmaya Vastu, conscious spiritual entity. Chinmaya means a conscious spiritual entity. And amongst all the Jivas, the Krishna Bhaktas are endowed by Lord Krishna with Shuddha Chinmaya Buddhi. When one becomes a devotee of Krishna, then they are endowed by Krishna with Shuddha Chinmaya Buddhi. What verse is this? From Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. What verse is this? Tesham sadata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam. Kaisi buddhi? Yenamam upayantite. That buddhi that will bring you to me. So, both Shri Krishna and Krishna Bhakta are purely spiritual beings. Krishna is Satchidananda Vigraha, and a pure devotee who is Krishna conscious also is Satchidananda Vigraha, because they have realized their Swarup. And to properly comprehend their transcendental position, Sambandha Jnana, knowledge of the interrelationships between Krishna is different Shaktis. One of them is Tatastha Shakti, the Jiva Shakti. One is the Bahiranga Shakti, matter. To understand the connection between Krishna, Jiva, and Bahiranga Shakti is very essential. This is the beginning of spiritual understanding, the first stage, Sambandha Jnana. This is imperative. Sri Haridas Babaji Maharaj is saying that Sambandha Jnana is imperative. If deity worship is conducted with Sambandha Jnana, that, O Krishna, O Radharani, I am the servant of your servant. Gopi Bhartur Pada Kamalayor Das Dasanudas. And this material world, O Krishna, it is your energy. Therefore, this agarbatti is made from earth. Different plants and herbs. This agarbatti is made, incense. It's made of earth, but earth is your energy. I am going to offer it to you. Oh, water is also your energy, Krishna. Bhumi rapona lovayur khammano buddhi revacha ahankaritya bhinna prakriti ashtada. I will offer you water also. Krishna, fire is also your energy, so I will offer you ghee lamp. Krishna, air is also your energy, so I will fan you with the chamar and the peacock feather. I will fan you. Air. And kham, quality shabda, that is also your energy. So in the bell, the sound of all the musical instruments is there. So I will offer you sound also by ringing the bell. So with the left hand, we are always ringing the bell. So this is Sambandha Jnana in relationship to the Bahiranga Shakti and Krishna. That yes, this earth, water, fire, ether, this is your energy, Krishna. So let me offer it to you. And who am I? I am also yours. So let me offer myself to you. And you offer Dandavat Pranam to the deity. You see how the Sambandha Jnana is there. I am yours. I am your Das. This material energy is yours. It's your energy. It's meant to serve you. So here, offering it back to you. I am offering myself to you. Atma Nivedam. This is called Sambandha Jnana. Deity worship is conducted with Sambandha Jnana. What happens? Then the consequent transcendental understanding will naturally stimulate both Bhakta Seva, because then what is happening is, oh, I am Das Anudas. I am not the enjoyer. And then anybody walks in, oh, you are also Krishna Das. I am worshipping Krishna. and you are their servant. So I must respect you. You are dear to my Radha Krishna. So I must respect you. So when deity worship is performed with Sambandha Jnana, you understand what is the um, Tatastha Shakti, the Jiva Shakti, what is Bahiranga Shakti, and what is Krishna. Then naturally Bhakta Seva awakens. That this Krishna who I am worshipping loves this devotee. Yomad Bhakta Same Priya. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that my devotee is very dear to me. Oh, then I must do Bhakta Seva. Spiritual service to Lord's devotee naturally happens when deity worship is conducted with Sambandha Jnana. Therefore, essential part of deity worship is you offer the ghee lamp and then the ghee lamp goes to the devotees. You offer fragrance to Krishna and then the fragrance goes to the devotees. You see, even when you are offering the fan chamar, you turn back after offering Krishna and Guru, then you offer it to the devotees. So Bhakta Seva naturally comes when deity worship is performed Vidhi Purvak, properly with Sambandha Jnana. And the transcendental esoteric perception and service of the deity, it comes. That this deity is directly Krishna. Their understanding will come. When there is a perfect marriage of Shraddha with transcendental understanding, then this is called Shastriya Shraddha. Faith based on proper scriptural conclusions. Shastriya Shraddha. Shraddha, not whimsical. This Baba, that Baba, this temple, that temple. No, not this Baba, that Baba. Shraddha based on Shastra. Is this Baba mentioned in any Shastra? Then why you are putting all your faith? Yeah, he may have some mystic power, some siddhi. It's okay. That's completely material. There is nothing spiritual about these siddhis where you cure a sick person or you produce gold or you come back from the dead, or all these things are completely material achievements. There's nothing spiritual about it. So when faith is just based on one's whims or one's mental concoctions, man ki tarange, then that is not Shastriya Shraddha, that is Laukik Shraddha. When Shraddha is based on Shastra, on the revealed scriptures, oh, Krishna says, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge Krishna varnam tvisa Krishnam sangopangastra parshadam yadne sankirtana praya yanti hi sumedasa nama sankirtanarambhe bhavishyami shachi sutta swarnaditi ramastaya Navadvipa Janashraye. Well, Mahaprabhu is Krishna. That is called Shastriya Shraddha. Lord Ramachandra, Dasharathi Ram is Bhagavan. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, Param Brahma Param Dham, Pavitram Paramam Bhavam, Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Ādi Devam Ajam Vishwara Para Krishna, Satchidananda Vigra. Krishna is Bhagavan. When Shraddha is based on Shastra, it is called Shastriya Shraddha. It is based on proper scriptural conclusion. Tasmat Shastram Pramanam. Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, Tasmat Shastram Praman. Shastra is Praman. We have to always look at Shastra. We can never become independent of Shastra. Never. We follow Guru, Sadhu, because Guru and Sadhu are speaking according to Shastra. It is Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. But ultimately, the original Guru is Krishna. Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. Vasudeva Jagat Guru. Krishna is the ultimate Guru. And Dharmam tu Sakshat Bhagavat Pranitya. Whatever Dharma is there, whatever Shastra is there, Vedanta Krit, Veda Videva Chaham. Krishna is Vedanta Krit. Krishna is the compiler of the Vedas. So Krishna is the original Guru and Krishna is giving us the Shastra. Shastras come from Krishna. Therefore, there is no difference between Guru and the Shastra. Because Guru Parampara is coming from Krishna. All the Vaishnava Sampradayas, they come from Krishna. Krishna Hite Chaturmukh. Krishna gives knowledge to Brahmaji, Brahmaji gives to Narad, Narad Muni to Vyasdev. Like that it comes. So, no difference between Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. They are one. Shastra also given by Krishna, and Guru also is ultimately Krishna and Krishna's representatives. Shiksha Guru Sha Bhagwan Shiki Picha Maule. She Bilomangal Acharya said that my Shiksha Guru is directly Krishna who wears a peacock feather. So that is called Shastriya Shraddha. Shraddha based on Shastra, and that's what we want. We don't want Laukik Shraddha, we want Shastriya Shraddha. When there is a perfect marriage of Shraddha, faith, with transcendental understanding, with scriptural understanding, that marriage should be there. Faith should be there, but not in this Baba, that Baba. Faith should be there based on Shastra, on Krishna, on Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is called Shastriya Shraddha. In contrast, deity worship bereft of a clear and correct concept of Sambandha Jnana is conducted on the level of mechanical, ritualistic Laukik Shraddha. Laukik Shraddha. It's mechanical, ritualistic. Hence, we deduce that although deity worship is the initial stage of bhakti, it is certainly not Shuddha Bhakti. Unless one has Shastriya Shraddha, it cannot become Shuddha Bhakti. Laukik Shraddha cannot lead to Shuddha Bhakti. This group of devotees who have Laukik Shraddha, they are called non-devotees. But devotees who have Shastriya Shraddha are described in Sri Hari Bhakti Vilas of Sri Gopal Bhatta Goswami and Sri Sanatan Goswami. In the first Vilas, verse number 55. Who are devotees with Shastriya Shraddha? Grihita Vishnu Dikshako Vishnu Puja Paro Naraha Vaishnavo Bhito Bhignair Itaro Smad Avaishnavaha. One who has been initiated with the Vishnu mantra, with the Hare Krishna Maha mantra, Gopal mantra, in accordance with the regulations of the scriptures. Shastra, Vidhi Purvak, one who is initiated in a Vishnu mantra and is worshipping the deity of Sri Vishnu, is considered a Vaishnava. So who is a Vaishnava? A Vaishnava is a person who is initiated by a Vaishnava Guru into chanting of a Vaishnava mantra, Vishnu mantra, and is also engaged in worshipping the deity. Vishnu Puja and Vishnu Diksha. That is called a Vaishnava. Itaro Asmad Vaishnava. All others are non-Vaishnavas. Those who are not initiated in the chanting of a Vaishnava mantra and those who are not engaged in deity worship. They are non-Vaishnava. They are a-Vaishnava. Now, Kanishta Vaishnava or Prakrit Vaishnava, neophyte devotee who we are discussing, are those who have received initiation from hereditary gurus. Many times people have hereditary gurus, known as Kula Guru, out of family tradition. They may have Upanayan Samskar when they are just a child and they may receive some mantra, Brahma Gayatri mantra, ityadi. And they may say that I am initiated. And those who feel sentimentally inspired upon seeing others worshipping the deity of Sri Vishnu and so then worship the deity in imitation. Many people are not initiated truly in a Vaishnava Sampradaya, but they will go to some holy place like Jagannath Puri, Tirupati, Vrindavan, and they will just buy a deity from Loi Bazaar. They'll just pick up a deity from some shop by the side of the road and they will bring home and they will do some sort of puja like offering agarbatti, bowing down, and then they will eat whatever they want, do whatever they want to do. That is not really a real Vaishnava, because that is just sentimental. Now, I was in Vrindavan by the mercy of Srimati Radharani, and many devotees, they come with Shraddha, Laukik Shraddha, and they come to Vrindavan. And as soon as they come in front of Prem Mandir, in front of Krishna Balaram Mandir, there are people standing with those tilaks. And tick, 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 they will start putting tilak on their forehead. Now, tilak should be given by Guru. Tilak, mantra, kanthimala, this is all Guru Pradatta. It's not something we can just, you know what? I would like a tilak like this, like this, like this. There's a red dot and then a black dot over that and a blue dot bill. It's not some fashion. Tilak is Guru Sampradaya Pradatta. Every Sampradaya has its own bona fide tilak. And the Gurudev gives it when we take Guru Padashray. But these people, they just come and they just put some sort of tilak and Radhe Radhe stamps, which is all good on one level. But it is Laukik Shraddha. They actually don't know what is the meaning of the tilak. They don't know that these are the lotus feet of Krishna. This is the Tulsi leaf. So some Vaishnava Sampradaya, they have a red line in between representing Radharani or Lakshmi Devi. But in our Sampradaya, we don't directly approach Radharani. Therefore, in between, we don't have a red dot or a red line who represents Anurag of Radharani. We believe in Gopi Bhartu Pada Kabalayor Das Dasanudas. We believe in approaching Radharani through her maidservants, through her sakhis. And therefore, we have Vrinda Devi in the form of the Tulsi leaf in our Gaudiya Sampradaya. So we have lotus feet of Krishna, or we have Radha and Krishna, and we approach them not directly, but through Tulsi Devi, through Vrinda Devi. So tilak is not something sentimental. It's a deep science. And it is one of the limbs of bhakti, to sit and properly apply tilak at Dvadasha Anga, 12 places, with proper mantra, Om Keshavaya Namah, Om Narayana Namah, Om Madhavaya Namah, Om Govindaya Namah, Om Vishnavaya Namah, Om Madhusudanaya Namah, Om Trivikramaya Namah, Om Vamanaya Namah, Om Shredaraya Namah, Om Rishikeshaya Namah, Padmanabhaya Namah, Damodar, Vasudeva. It's very scientific. We are making the body a temple by doing that. Not just some fashion. That today we have come to Vrindavan, so put this tilak stamp. And then when we go back to Delhi or Bombay or wherever we came from, then no tilak till next year when we go to Vrindavan. And that is called Laukik Shraddha. It is one step better than not doing anything. It is good, but that is not real bhakti. Because real bhakti is that you take Diksha from a Vaishnava Guru in a Vaishnava mantra, Vishnu mantra, and you begin worshipping the deity under the guidance of Guru with Sambandha Jnana. Shri Vigraha Aradhana Nityanana Shringaratan Mandir Marjanadav Yuktasya Bhaktams Chaniyunjatopi Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Guru Maharaj engages us in proper deity worship, Vidhi Purvak. Or those who have accepted initiation into the Vishnu mantra with Laukik Shraddha. Now, some may properly be initiated. I knew when I was in JJ, one pediatrician, he got initiated. But he really didn't have so much Shraddha. And then he married a Christian girl and then gave up practice of Krishna consciousness. Within 6 months of initiation, he left. Also, Srila Prabhupada Leela Amrit, there was one devotee, he took initiation and then next day he left. We had joined the temple in the early years of our ISKCON. Srila Prabhupada was traveling, devotees were required. This devotee came and started living in the temple for 5-6 days, and he was doing nice service and wanted to get initiated. And Prabhupada came there and he sat in the yajna, got initiated, got his beads, got his name. And then somehow next day he just left. And then Prabhupada was told that Prabhupada, that new bhakta, he got initiated yesterday and he left now. Prabhupada said, oh, he was never initiated. Prabhupada said he was never initiated. Now he was initiated the previous day. Prabhupada said he was never initiated. Why? Because he had Laukik Shraddha. Shraddha, Ādau Shraddha, Tatha Sadhu Sangha. If you don't have proper Shastriya Shraddha, then you cannot do proper Sadhu Sangha. And you cannot do Sadhu Sangha, then how Bhajan Kriya will begin, how initiation. And initiation by bhajan kriya begins. So then, not possible with Laukik Shraddha. They are not in the category of Shuddha Bhakti. So they are just not anywhere in Shuddha Bhakti, these people, these devotees. They are doing some sort of Bhakti Abhas, but they are not really in the real Shuddha Bhakti realm. These unrefined devotees are on the level of Chaya Bhakti Abhas or shadow, like semblance. Abhas means semblance. It resembles Bhakti, it's not real Bhakti. And Chaya, it's a shadow. Shadow is not the person. We can get some idea about the person by looking at the shadow, but the shadow is not the person. You cannot embrace the shadow. You cannot shake hands with the shadow. The shadow doesn't speak. The shadow doesn't eat. The shadow is just there. But shadow is there, that means the real person is somewhere close by. We have to find it. Find that person. So like that. They are having Chaya Bhakti Abhas. They have a shadow semblance like devotion, not real devotion, but they are somehow connected to Bhakti. It's not Shuddha Bhakti, but they are somehow connected. However, they are above those on the platform of Pratibimba Bhakti Abhas, a reflective, distorted semblance of Bhakti. Because Pratibimba Bhakti Abhas, being offensive in nature, is devoid of actual Vaishnavism. Now there is Chaya Bhakti Abhas, which is shadow. But see, shadow is intimately connected to the real person. If someone is standing and there is a light and there is a shadow, that shadow can be traced all the way back to the real person. It is directly connected to the person, shadow. But reflection can be anywhere. Some bird is flying in the sky and there is reflection in the water. The reflection could be very far away. The sun is in the sky and the reflection is there in the water in a pot. Reflection of the sun. Now, is that the sun? No way. Sun is thousands and thousands of miles away. That reflection cannot give you the heat that sun can give. So, but still, the reflection exists because the sun is there. But it is not the real sun. So, it is called Pratibimba Bhakti Abhas. So, there are two types of Bhakti Abhas, semblance of Bhakti. One is Chaya Bhakti Abhas, which is still better. And then there is something called as Pratibimba, reflection Bhakti Abhas, which is actually devoid of real Vaishnavism. A person elevated to Chaya Bhakti Abhas is immensely fortunate because from this preliminary stage, he may be eventually promoted to the Madhyam Vaishnava and Uttam Vaishnava platforms. Now, one who is having Pratibimba Bhakti Abhas, it's like that person who came to initiation, just sat, has absolutely no idea what's going on, and the next day he left also. He doesn't know what is the deep meaning of Diksha. Diksha kale bhakta kare atma samarpan. Sehi kale Krishna kare tare atma sam. They don't understand this. It's Pratibimba Bhakti Abhas. Now, Chaya Bhakti Abhas, on the other hand, a person is fortunate, immensely fortunate. It's Prakrit Bhakta. Chaya Bhakti Abhas means Prakrit Bhakta, neophyte devotee, Kanishtadhikari. He has some faith in deity worship, but doesn't know Shastra, doesn't have faith in the devotees. Chaya Bhakti Abhas he is doing, or she is doing. But a person who is on the platform of Chaya Bhakti Abhas is much more fortunate than an atheist and than Pratibimba Bhakti Abhas. More fortunate. So this person who is elevated to the stage of Kanishtadhikari, Prakrit Bhakti, Chaya Bhakti Abhas, all same thing, is immensely fortunate because from this preliminary stage, neophyte stage, it is possible to elevate that person to Madhyam platform and then to Uttam platform. It is possible. These immature practitioners of Chaya Bhakti Abhas or Prakrit Bhaktas, however, are certainly not pure devotees. Now, what happens is someone is practicing Chaya Bhakti Abhas and one puts faith in such a person, then the faith will be destroyed. It is possible because this person may take a long time to come to the Madhyam Adhikari platform. And if you are thinking he's a pure devotee, someone who is on the platform of Chaya Bhakti Abhas, someone who is a Prakrit Bhakta, and we think they don't know how to treat devotees, then we think such a person is very advanced. And we accept such a person as Shiksha Guru. Then we are setting ourselves up for a spiritual crisis. Recently, one devotee was saying that some so-called Shiksha Guru is forcing devotees to take initiation from his Gurudev in ISKCON. This is a very, very neophyte mentality. This is not Bhakta Seva. This is not Bhakta Seva. This is Bhakta Droha. You're forcing a devotee, you're committing violence on the devotee. The devotee wants to take, because Diksha is something very personal. We can respect so many of our Gurujans, but taking Diksha is something very personal. You really feel connection with a Guru. You have that very special attraction for Guru that I want this bhav. I want to birth after birth serve this Mahabhagavat. That is acceptance of Guru. It's a matter of the heart. We can respect many Gurus, but there will be only one Guru who we really, really feel inspired by, and we want to just surrender to that Guru. Your Vani inspires me, Gurudev. Your example inspires me so much. I just want to sell myself at your lotus feet. That is Gurudev. And to force someone that, oh, you are under this temple, you are under me, so you take Diksha from my Diksha Guru. This is Guru Groupism. And it's a very big threat to a multi-Guru society like ISKCON, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And it's an offense, actually, offense to the devotees. And we are misrepresenting our Gurudev. You think Gurudev will be happy if we force devotees like, I will not give a letter of recommendation unless you take Diksha from my Guru. So, or you are in my Bhakti Vriksha, I am a disciple of such and such Guru, so all my Bhakti Vriksha members should take Diksha from this only. What kind of, this is Chaya Bhakti Abhas. There is no understanding of Guru Tattva. मतलब भक्ति का भी ABCD भी नहीं आता और बने हैं शिक्षा गुरु. क्या शिक्षा गुरु? What is Shiksha? You don't know anything about Shiksha Guru. Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru are on the same level. Srila Narottam Das Thakur's Diksha Guru is Srila Loknath Goswami and Shiksha Guru is Jiva Goswami. Srila Srinivas Acharya's Diksha Guru is Gopal Bhatta Goswami and Shiksha Guru is Jiva Goswami. Shiksha Guru, Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru are to be respected, similar. So we should not use the term Shiksha Guru just lightly. Many times, some devotees, they call me also Shiksha Guru. So this is not right. I am nobody's Shiksha Guru. I have no qualification to be anybody's Shiksha Guru. I am Chaya Bhakti Abhas level devotee, neophyte, Kanishta. Better to call that he is my facilitator of Bhakti Vaibhav or facilitator of Jaiva Dharma. He is facilitating the course. He is reading with us. But to call somebody Shiksha Guru is a very big responsibility. And we should not use the term lightly. Of course, nowadays it is used, Shiksha Guru. Even a mentor or a counselor is called Shiksha Guru for lack of better term. Because in Sanskrit, there is no term for counselor or spiritual mentor. Because see, you have to understand, our ISKCON is a preaching movement. And here within few years, a devotee can become a preacher. You start chanting 16 rounds, you follow the 4 regulative principles, take Guru Ashray, and you become a Bhakti Vriksha leader. You start a Bhakti Vriksha, you preach, because it's a preaching movement. Jare dekho tare ko Krishna Upadesh, Amara agya Guru hi tara idesh. Yes, but are you really giving only Krishna Upadesh? Has Krishna given the Upadesh like this to do Guru Groupism? Has Krishna given Upadesh to break the regulative principles? So if there is a difficulty for practicing 4 regulative principles and basic Vaishnava Sadachar, one should not become a Guru. We are preaching as a total service. That Guru Maharaj said you go and preach, so we are preaching, but it's not our credit. We are simply the mouthpiece of Gurudev. No credit to the peon. The peon may come and give, like Prabhupada said, a money order or a check. It may be a check of $100,000. And the peon may deliver $100,000 checks to 100 people in one day, the postman. But does the postman become rich by doing that service? Does the postman get $100,000, $200,000, $1 million? No, he's just delivering the mail. Now, if the postman does the job nicely of delivering $100,000 checks to 100 people who it is supposed to be delivered to, then the postal department will give the salary to the postman. That's all. So we are like a postman. This course has been given, Jaiva Dharma. I didn't write Jaiva Dharma. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote. I have not read the whole book. I'm reading with all of you. Same with Bhakti Vaibhav. So this service is given that you go and become a mail delivery person. If that is done properly, without desire for respect and power and position and prestige, then the Guru Parampara will bless. That he is a good postman. Then he'll get some salary. $2,000, $3,000 per month, whatever the salary is. Krishna prema bina vyartha daridra jivana dasa kahe vetan mora teha prema dhana. Then what vetan I will get? What salary a preacher gets? Prem dhan. If Krishna is pleased. If Krishna is pleased. But we have to keep doing the service. Not that you deliver a few envelopes and say, hey, Prem, salary will come at end of the month. Work hard. Every day go and distribute. At the end of the month, you will get some salary. So we have to keep doing this service of being a postman. And that is not the only service. We have to do our own sadhana also. Preaching is one small part of our service. But we have to do our sadhana very nicely. Chanting our rounds, following the regulative principles, reading, hearing, privately also. Deity worship. So, Chaya Bhakti Abhas, they are immature practitioners, and majority of the devotees are on this level. Because Uttama Bhakti, Prema Bhakti, pure Bhakti is very rare. It is Sudurlabha, according to Sri Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu of Srila Rupa Goswami. It is very rare. So majority devotees, we have to understand, they are devotees and they are to be respected, but they are neophyte devotees. A Madhyamadikari doesn't fall down, ever. So we have to be very careful. A Madhyamadikari can even become a guru. So really most of us, we are on the Kanishta platform. This is just the reality, because Kanishta Adhikari also have different levels. There is Kanishta, 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 Madhyam, Uttam, Kanishta. Kanishta Adhikari also 3 levels of Kanishta Adhikari. There is Dam Kanishta, Kanishta, very, very neophyte. There is Kanishta Madhyam. There is a Madhyam among the Kanishtas. And there is Kanishta Uttam. There is a Uttam among the Kanishtas also. And they map to the 9 stages of Bhakti. Adhav Shraddha, little bit Shraddha is Kanishta, Kanishta. Tata Sadhu Sangha is doing little Sadhu Sangha now. Bowing down, attending classes, hearing classes. He is Madhyam Kanishta. And Bhajan Kriya, one who is actually initiated and doing bhajan properly. Doing Brahma Murta Japa and regular Nam Sankirtan, book distribution, deity worship, 4 regulative principles, strictly doing Bhajana Kriya. He is Uttam Kanishta. He is still Kanishta only. He's got initiation also. He's doing Bhajan Kriya also. But he's still a Kanishta. He's Uttam Kanishta. Now when that is done nicely, and Anartha Nivritti is, that is Kanishta Madhyam. He's not falling prey to Anarthas. He's one may say, but Bharat Maharaj fell down from Bhav stage, from the Uttamadhikari stage. Yes, these are exceptions. Not that every Uttamadhikari is falling down. One Uttamadhikari fell, so it became a story in Bhagavatam. It doesn't happen every time. Rare, very rare, that someone like Bharat Maharaj also can fall. Be careful. To teach us that lesson, Bharat Maharaj became an example. Uttamadhikari doesn't fall. So like the Madhyamadhikari also 3 types. There is a Kanishta Madhyam, 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 Uttam Madhyam. Mapping to Anartha Nivritti, Nishtha, Ruchi. And then from the stage of Asakti, Uttamadhikari begins. So Uttamadhikari is also Kanishtha Uttam, Madhyam Uttam, Uttam Uttam. So there is the Asakti stage, Bhav stage, and Prem stage. So like that, there are different levels of Kanishtadhikari, Madhyamadhikari, Uttamadhikari, and most of us are Kanishthas. We have to accept this, that I am on the platform of Sadhu Sangha, I have started hearing. Or I am on the platform of just Ado Shraddha. Now Shraddha is only weak right now. Little somebody says and we start questioning why Krishna did like this. Why Krishna made the Jiva fall down. This Kanishta platform. And when really the bhajan kriya is going very nicely, that is a Kanishta Uttam Kanishta. But still Kanishta. So immature practitioners are Chaya Bhakti Abhas. They are not pure devotees. They worship the deity with sentimental faith, and their behavior in society is inspired by the 10 religious characteristics mentioned earlier. Remember from Manu Samhita, that verse was there. 6 characteristics towards ourselves and 4 characteristics towards others, like not getting angry, honesty, cleanliness, like that. So they are inspired by the 10 characteristics, religious characteristics. The scriptural injunctions that direct the conduct of an actual devotee are not meant for these kanishtas, because they don't have adhikar. Na? You have to be a bhakti adhikari to get into the realm of bhakti. So scriptural injunctions in the bhakti shastras about Vaishnava Sadachar are not meant for these Chaya Bhakti Abhas, kanishtas. For they cannot even discriminate between a devotee and a non-devotee. They cannot even discriminate between a devotee and a non-devotee. They may make mistakes. In Srimad Bhagavatam 11.2.46, there is an instruction for the Madhyam Vaishnava. Now, after discussing the Kanishtha Vaishnava, the Chaya Bhakti Abhas, Kanishtha Vaishnava, Prakrit Bhakta, we are saying that the Prakrit Bhakta, they better follow the Manu Samhita basic rules of how to behave in society. Now we are coming into the real Shuddha Bhakti realm. In Srimad Bhagavatam 11.2.46, there is an instruction for the Madhyam Vaishnava. Now, Madhyam Vaishnava is a real Vaishnava. Ishvare tad adhineshu balisheshu dvishastu sacha prema maitri kripopeksha yah karoti samadhyamah. A very famous verse. Madhyamadhikari, a second class devotee, intermediate devotee, Madhyamadhikari. Adhikari means he has got Bhakti Adhikar. Even Kanishta Adhikari, he has Bhakti Adhikar. But Samanya Bhakti Adhikar. He doesn't have Shuddha Bhakti Adhikar. Hare Krishna. Therefore, Manu Samhita verse applies. 10 characteristics of Dharma apply to them. But now Madhyamadhikari, there is real Bhakti. So what is it so special about Madhyamadhikari? Prem. Offers love to Krishna. Maitri, sincere friend of the devotees. Kripa, he preaches to show mercy to the Balisheshu, to the innocent people. And Upeksha of the Dvishatsu, those who are envious, those who are Vaishnava Drohi. To them, he just avoids them. He doesn't associate with them. Upeksha. But Ishvare, Prem. Tadadhineshu, Maitri. Balisheshu, Kripa. And Dushatsu, Upeksha. Krishna Prem. Tadadhineshu. Those are Krishna's devotees. For them, he has got Maitri. And Balisheshu. Balisheshu means bache. Innocent people who are ignorant. What is the characteristic of a child? A child is ignorant. Abhi ABCD bhi nahi aata. And the child is ignorant and innocent. 2 characteristics of a child. Child is ignorant. ABC nahi aata. Plus minus nahi aata. But the child is also innocent. भूख लगी तो रोता है. Parents नहीं दिखे तो रोता है. Innocent. So ignorant and innocent को preach करना चाहिए. But those who are envious, those who are offenders, blasphemers, it's a nama aparadh to preach to them, to preach to the faithless. Ashraddha dhana. You have to It's an offense to preach to them. We should not associate with them only. Because you go to them, they will get more agitated and they will do more blasphemy. Upeksha, just avoid them. When you're walking on the street, if there is a dog stool on the street, you don't start fighting with that stool. Hey, what are you doing on the road? Tap, 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 start stamping on that stool and punching that stool with your hands. No, it is the excreta of a dog. It's dirty. You avoid it. You walk around it and go your way. Similarly, Vaishnava Aparadhis, blasphemers, when you see them, envious people, you don't fight with them. More you fight, tumhare upar hi pura sab kichad and dirt will come on you. Just avoid them. Just go away from them. But Balisheshu, somebody is childlike, innocent, ignorant, they are curious, full kripa, you preach to them, no problem. That is Madhyamadikari. Naimittik dharma is not addressed in this verse. You see, talking about prem. Ishware tadatineshu balisheshu dushastu sa prema maitri kripopeksha yahatartu samadhyama. These four things the Madhyamadikari does. And it's talking about prem and Vaishnava maitri. So naimittik dharma is not addressed in this verse. The standards of devotional behavior enumerated in this verse are part of Nitya Dharma. This is Nitya Dharma. Prem for Krishna, Maitri with the devotees. This is Nitya Dharma. And in the life of a Madhyam Vaishnava, these four principles are the ideal and essential conduct. This is how a Madhyamadikari behaves with four different categories of personalities. With Ishwar category, Prem. With devotees, Maitri, friendship. With innocent, preaching. And with the blasphemers, envious people, they avoid. And for the Madhyam Vaishnava, other etiquettes that are not contrary to the above four practices may be adopted where necessary. Now see, Madhyamadikari is very fixed in these four things. Prema, Maitri, Kripopeksha. And anything that aligns with this, he will do. No problem. But anything that doesn't align, he will not do. Now somebody calls, give a speech on Parents' Day in the school. It is not against the principle of Prema Maitri Kripopeksha. You go and you give Kripa, you somehow a little bit talk about Krishna in that talk, about God, about mode of goodness, and connect them somehow to Krishna. No problem. Someone says, come to a sports bar, let's watch the cricket match. That is against the principle of Prema Maitri Kripopeksha. So devotee will, Madhyamadikari will refuse, they will not do. So other etiquettes, this is how we behave with other people. Etiquettes that are not contrary to Prema Maitri Kripopeksha may be adopted where necessary. Not out of choice, but its opportunity has come and it's a requirement. Okay, we'll do it. Therefore, we see that the conduct of a Madhyam Vaishnava is differently directed towards the four categories of persons. Supreme Lord is one category. Tad Adhineshu, his surrendered devotees, another category. Balisheshu, the ignorant materialists, the third category. And Dushatsu, the persons who are inimical towards Krishna and Krishna's devotees. The enemies of Krishna and Krishna's devotees. That is the fourth category. A Madhyam Vaishnava directs his prem, transcendental love to the Supreme Lord Ishwar Krishna. His Maitri, friendship, Surida, Sarvadehina, to the devotees. And his Kripa, compassion, preaching to the ignorant, connecting them to Krishna, asking them to chant, asking them to hear Harikatha, giving them Prabhupada's books. That is called Kripa. And then Upeksha, indifferent, avoiding the envious. As described in this verse, the first characteristic of Madhyam Vaishnava is his prem for Ishwar Krishna. Ishwar Krishna. Ishwar Param Krishna, the Lord of all Lords. Prem also implies Shuddha Bhakti. Prem means Shuddha Bhakti. Prema Pumarto Mahan. Prem means Shuddha Bhakti to Krishna. Shri Krishna means Radha Krishna. This is how the scripture Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.1.11 defines Shuddha Bhakti. Prema Bhakti. Shuddha Bhakti. Pure devotion. This is the definition, this verse. Anyabhilashita shunyam jnana karmad anavratam anukullena krishnanu shilanam bhaktiruttama. One should render transcendental loving service to Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. Krishna Anushilanam Bhakti Ruttama. How it is? It is Anukullena, favorably, and Anya Abhilashita Shunyam, without desire for material profit or gain. Through Jnana, through Karma, through Siddhis, etc. Adi. Jnana, Karma, Adi. Anavratam. Avratam means covered. Anavratam means not touched, not covered at all. That's pure bhakti, Uttama bhakti. Just want to please Krishna. Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. The symptoms of bhakti just described are first seen in the sadhana practices of the Madhyamadhikari Vaishnava and extend up to the level of bhav and finally into the blossoming of prem. Worship of the deity form of the Lord with immature Shraddha, Laukik Shraddha, is the only characteristic of the Kanishta practitioner. Such a person does not display symptoms of Shuddha Bhakti, because Shuddha Bhakti means Shastrik Shraddha, which are characteristic of symptoms of Shuddha Bhakti are Anya Abhilashita Shunyam, freedom from material aspiration, Jnana Karma Adi Anavratam, freedom from inebriations, the faults of impersonalism, and Bhukti Mukti, fruitive desire. And it is Anukullena Krishna Anushilanam. It is absorption in the desire to serve Krishna favorably with transcendental love. That is pure devotee. Janmashtami hai, festival is going on. Let us invite people to do Abhishek because Kalash sponsors, paisa aata hai mandir mein. Is it Anukul for Krishna to bathe Krishna with chilled water from the fridge, or chilled milk from the fridge? Hota hai. We are seeing this. Will we bathe at night like this with cold water? Cold fridge में से निकाला हुआ दूध. कम से कम गर्म तो करो. And deity worship, there are some standards. People जो mutton खा के आए, onion garlic खा के आए, how they can be allowed to bathe Krishna and Radharani? The Brahmin initiated pujaris, they should bathe. Let others watch. But nahi, we will give them chance to bathe Abhishek because paisa aata hai. $300-400 per kalash sponsorship. Everybody come and bathe Radha Krishna. ऐसे कैसे होता है? This is not Anukul. This is not Shastra Vidhi Purvak. This is not favorable for Krishna. Hours and hours Radha and Krishna are standing like that and fridge का गरम गरम दूध से तुम उनको नहला रहे हो. It's absolutely not favorable. Do we do that for our home deities? हम गरम करते हैं ना? Why we should not do that in the temple? These are things we have to think. Is it Anukul? Anukul lena Krishna. Shilanam Bhakti Uttama. Worship of the deity form of the Lord with immature Shraddha is the only characteristic of Kanishta. So you are basically selling Krishna. Krishna, तुम राधा रानी खड़े रहो इधर और पैसा कमाओ हमारे लिए. पैसा कमाओ हमारे लिए. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada said, using a Shaligram Shila to break open a walnut or to break open the badam ka shell. It's not favorable. Shaligram Shila is not meant to break your pista shell so you can eat the pista. In other words, to using Krishna to make money. This was not Prabhupada's standard. Prabhupada never did this. Never. Abhishekam should be done by proper Brahmanas who are following the regulative principles, who are chanting Gayatri, who are chanting at least 16 rounds, who are leading a pure life. They should bathe. Others can watch, do kirtan. But we make a business. So this is wrong. Jaiva Dharma is meant to teach us these finer aspects of devotion, where we start thinking, we start seeing this world through the eyes of Shastra. Such a person does not display the symptom of Shuddha Bhakti, which are Anya Bhilashita Shunyam, freedom from material aspiration, Jnana Karma Adi Anavaratam, freedom from inebriations of Bhukti Mukti, and it should be Anukul for Krishna. So Krishna willing, we will continue from here next time. This was slide number Hare Krishna 30. So we have to start from slide number 30. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Yes, Kishori Radha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you for this very nice class and discussion. Prabhu, I had come across what you mentioned with the three categories of Kanishta, Madhyam, and Uttama, the subcategories. And I was looking for a source for that description. So if it's possible for you to kindly share the source of the subcategories.
I heard this from Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Yes. Gaur Chandra Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandot Pranam. Very nice to see you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I've just got one question. As you were mentioning the offenders and with the envious people, we should avoid. Now, my question is, Prabhuji, that what if that person happens to be like a family member or a close person or a close friend who you can avoid, but still don't avoid the association purely because you are a well-wisher and you don't wish that person to go to hell. You still preach them that that person is not changing. In the future, he or she may change, but doesn't due to our attachment. So how do we deal with that, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna.
So that person, Hare Krishna, that person may not really be a Dveshi. Because a Dveshi person, you preach, they get angry. They become,
Yes.
start hissing like a snake. So that person may not
Yes.
truly be a Dveshi. That person may still be neutral and therefore is tolerating the preaching. A Dveshi will not tolerate. They will start arguing, they will start criticizing. Such people we have to avoid. They will get into debates and arguments. And if that person is like that, getting into debates, arguments, attacking your Shraddha, attacking your faith, तुम ऐसा करते हो तो ऐसा क्यों नहीं? फिर ऐसा क्यों भगवान ने ऐसा क्यों किया? You know, that kind of people, then better to avoid. Better to avoid.
Even though they are family members, and we may have false attachments, obviously.
Our
like
family is Achyut Gotra.
Yes.
Our family is Mahaprabhu's family, Gaur Chandra's family. That is our family.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Not the blood family.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prahladananda Prabhu.
Dhanvat Pranam Prabhuji. Thank you very much. I had a question regarding this slok Bhagavan Krishna speaks in 13th chapter, 26 slok. He said, Anyet aman jananta srutvabhya upasate te api cha ati tarantyeva mrutyum sruti parayana. So, what category will this sruti parayana fall? Is it Kanishta still?
Can you read the translation? You have the translation?
Yeah, translation. Srila Prabhupada writes, again, there are those who, although not conversant in spiritual knowledge, begin to worship the Supreme Person upon hearing about him from others. Because of that tendency to hear, Shruti Parayana, to hear from authorities, they also transcend the path of birth and death.
So this refers to devotee. Now it depends who they hear from. But in Srimad Bhagavatam, we see the example of the Yajna Patnis. They had never seen Krishna, they had never studied Shastra. But just by their association with the gopis, Vande Nanda Vrajastrinam Padarenum Abhikshnasha Tasam Hari Kathodgitam Punati Bhuvanatrayam. Just by hearing the Hari Katha of the gopis, they became lovers of Krishna Balaram. And when they got the opportunity, they served Krishna Balaram to their full satisfaction. So it depends who they hear from. If one hears from a pure devotee, as mentioned in this Shruti Parayana, then they will also transcend and they will also attain perfection just by hearing. Because Shravana is a Bhakti Anga, Navavida Bhakti.
So if I diagnose myself as Shruti Parayana, so I'm in a better position, even though in Kanishta.
You are not only Shruti Parayana, you are Narayana Parayana. Udurlabha Prashantatma, Kotishapi Mahamune.
Kotishapi, right. I have another small question, Prabhuji. Once I went to this Chino Hill temples of Swaminarayan, I had to attend a wedding there. And, I was just talking that, there is no Sri Krishna's existence here in this. There is no. So somebody got really angry with me.
There is no assistant of Krishna?
A Krishna picture or anything there, in the
temple.
the
wedding arena.
Wedding hall, yeah. So I was just talking to someone. I said, there is no Krishna picture here. So somebody overheard me and he started blaspheming. He says, your Krishna stands on one foot and, he chants Swaminarayan mantra. And I got angry, I said, Yamraj cannot pardon you. So I reacted badly. I understand that, according to what I heard today. So will this be considered an aparadha or something like that?
No, because when there is prem for one's Ishtadev and one's Ishtadev is criticized, how can one be quiet?
That's right.
So it was natural. It was natural. And this is exactly for this reason why we should avoid. Now, you did not go seeking that association, but somehow you were invited for marriage and you made a statement and somebody heard. But better to, when we are in such an environment, better to just keep chanting.
Keep chanting.
Not even make any comments because nobody's asking us and our comments may not be welcome. I have one story, maybe not appropriate to share, but I will share. Many years ago, when Radha Bhav was, carrying Maithili, 2011, I think it was. She was also very tired because of the pregnancy, and I was in my residency, and one day she was tired. So it was Mother's Day, and I decided that let's go to the restaurant, the Swaminarayan restaurant, BAPS in Atlanta. And we went there, and when we were placing the order, my wife just asked, Radha Bhav just asked, Prabhuji, kisi mein, because we ordered pav bhaji. So she just wanted to make sure, she said, koi pyaj lasun to nahi hai na, onion garlic. My God, that fellow, he just started blasting us. तुमको क्या लगता है तुम सिर्फ इस्कॉन वाले प्याज लहसुन नहीं खाते क्या? तुमको क्या लगता है तुम खुद बहुत ज्यादा प्योर हो क्या? हमें पूछते हो, अरे हम भी यूज नहीं करते प्याज लहसुन. Blah blah. He just went on. I just held her hand and we came back. We sat in the car and we came back home. We said, very good. Krishna doesn't want us to eat. Krishna's indication ki, very nice. This is how Krishna guides. So anyway, one is in such an association. Abhi marriage mein ja raha hai, better to carry your bead bag and just keep chanting. Abhi wo some photos you must have seen at Pili Pokhar, where Shri Vinod Bihari Baba of Barsana, Pili Pokhar, Shri Ramesh Babaji Maharaj, and all these great devotees, they were coming together to improve the condition externally of so many kunds and Leela Sthalis in Vrindavan. So Pili Pokhar, they are cleaning the water, painting the walls of the ghat, and then writing different verses there. All that is going on, and many different organizations have come together. Shri Vinod Bihari Baba's organization, Shri Ramesh Babaji Maharaj's organization, certain Gaudiya Mats also, ISKCON also, they came together. So you see all those photos, the meetings are going on. If you see Shri Vinod Bihari Baba, he has his bead bag in his hand throughout, just chanting. This is a Vaishnava assembly and it's a very good cause. But still, it's important that when we are in a public place, just better to keep chanting. And not suno na kaho ki kahi, kaho na apni baat. Radha Krishna prem mein magna raho din raat. So that principle always applies. Suno na kaho ki kahi, kaho na apni baat. If we exchange with them, then sometimes the conversations can become very ugly. ठीक है प्रभु जी?
Yeah, thank you very much, Prabhu. Dhanwad.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Last question, Shama Kumari Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dhanwad pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. मुझे मेरा प्रश्न प्रभुजी ये है कि वृंदावन में जैसे बहुत महान संत भी हैं और कभी कभी क्या होता है कि आई मीन नॉट ऑलवेज बट अभी रिसेंटली मैंने कपल ऑफ केसेस ऐसे सुने कि जो हमारे इस्कॉन के इनिशिएटेड डिवोटी हैं उन्होंने उनसे वो दूसरे गुरु महाराज से किसी और से इनिशिएशन ले ली. तो प्रभु जी मैं थोड़ा I got really thrilled, like कैसे कैसे हो सकता है. तो प्रभु जी, मेरा अगर आप इस पे थोड़ा सा लाइट डालें और मुझे थोड़ा अगर बता सकें कि मतलब ऐसे जब होता है तो हम उसको हमें कैसे लेना चाहिए, समझना चाहिए, और ऐसे जो व्यक्ति ऐसे करते हैं उनकी क्या गति है? If that is an appropriate question, Prabhuji, please forgive me if it is not.
It's a sincere question, genuine question, because we see this happening in today's world. तो ऐसा है माता जी, हरे कृष्णा, जैसे आपके घर में चीनी है, परंतु ऐसा सोचो कि हो सकता है कि योर चाइल्ड मे नॉट नो कि चीनी कहाँ रखी है, तो वो ही मे गो टू द हाउस ऑफ अ नेबर एंड आस्क कि थोड़ा चीनी दो. चीनी नहीं है हमारे पास. चीनी है घर में, पूरी बैग है चीनी की, लेकिन उनको पता नहीं कहाँ है. So these devotees are like that. If they are initiated in the parampara of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in Sri Rupa Goswami's Gaudiya Sampradaya, if they are initiated and they go to any other sampradaya for diksha, it means only one thing, that they have not understood. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or matamidam tatradaro na para. What can any sampradaya give you that Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cannot give you, who is Radha and Krishna? Is there any tattva higher than Radha and Krishna? Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna, is there any spiritual reality that is higher than Radha Krishna? Our sampradaya acharya is Sakshat Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna nahi anya. And Rupa Goswami is there, who's Rupa Manjari. Lalita Sakhi, Vishaka Sakhi are there as Rai Ramananda and Swarup Damodar. What can be there? Rati Manjari is there. There is nothing higher. Now, those who think that some other mantra is higher, some other sampradaya is more rasik, and they take initiation there, it only means that they have not understood what Rupa Goswami is giving. They have not understood what Rati Manjari is giving. They have not understood what is the gift of Mahaprabhu. It's unfortunate. But theek hai, they have gone. We should not criticize them. And we should not look down upon them. Never. Because we should always give benefit of doubt. They have definitely not understood the heart of the Gaudiya Sampradaya. 100% they have not understood, because anybody who has understood will never go here and there. But at the same time, we should respect other Sampradaya. Whereas in Vrindavan mein, there is Shri Premanand Baba of Radha Vallavi Sampradaya. So pure devotee, Mahabhagwat. And he is representing Shri Hit Harivansh Mahaprabhu of the Radha Vallabh Sampradaya. Similarly, there may be other sadhus of Shri Swami Haridas Sampradaya, of Shri Bhakya Bihari Ji. They are pure devotees. They are also Rasik Vaishnavas, and they are on their way back to Godhead. So are the Radha Vallabhis on the way back to Godhead. But so are we. So are the followers of Rupa Goswami. So we should have that confidence, we should have that understanding, and we should respect other sampradaya. Now, somebody from one sampradaya goes to the other sampradaya, we will not criticize, but that is not the path we want to take. That is not the path. And being tatastha, being very neutral, if you analyze what each sampradaya is giving, of course, for their practitioners, that is the highest. And we respect that. We bow down to that bhav. Everybody should have that bhav. Followers of Hanumanji should think that there is nothing greater than Ram Bhakti. True. But if from a neutral standpoint, we really analyze what other sampradayas are giving and what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave in the Gambhira, what was impregnated in the heart of Rupa Goswami, Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Supadantikam. What was given for 12 years to Srila Raghunath Das Goswami by Mahaprabhu and Swarup Damodar Goswami. If you read the last 4 chapters of the Antelila of Chaitanya Charitamrita, what nectar is being given, what the Acharyas have written, what Vishwanath Chakra, Srila Vishwanath Chakra Thakur has written, Srila Narottam Das Thakur has given, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur has given. You will not get this anywhere. This dhara that we have. So Rupa Goswami's dhara. So we have to really understand what is there in our sampradaya. And everything is there in our sampradaya. There is nothing lacking. There is nothing lacking at all. We are also doing Yugal Upasana, Radha Krishna Upasana, and we are also praying for Radha Dasyam only. And we may not be chanting Radhanam, but the Hare in our Hare Krishna Mahamantra is a call to Radharani. And it is Hare, not Radhe, because it is Parakya Bhav. And we cannot do openly Radhe Radhe. It's Parakya Bhav. And Parakya Bhav is definitely more Utkrisht than Swakiya Bhav. क्योंकि स्वकीय भाव में एक ऐश्वर्यता है कि अरे राधा कृष्ण हमेशा साथ में है, ये तो केवल भगवान ही कर सकते हैं, तो राधा कृष्ण भगवान है क्योंकि हमेशा साथ में है, एक ही निकुंज में है, दूसरा कोई काम नहीं है, ये तो भगवान ही कर सकता है ना. But in our sampradaya, if you see the Ashtakalya Leela as given by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, or the Ashtakalya Leela given by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, there are other devotees also in our dhara. There is Yashoda Maiya also. There is Nanda Baba also. There is Sudama also. There is Shridama also. All the Sakhas are also there. And there are the Sakhis. And there are the Manjaris. It's Ananga Manjari. Ananga Manjari is not a Manjari. She is a Upa Sakhi. And because she is a sister of Radharani. So there are the Sakhis, there are the Upa Sakhis, and then there are the Dasis, the Manjaris, headed by Rupa Manjari. So all this variety is there in our sampradaya. Whereas in other sampradayas, they are upasaks of Srimati Radharani. And these other rasas are not there. And for them, it is perfect and it is great and we respect that. However, from the standpoint of Rasik Shekhar Krishna, Krishna is Rasik Shekhar. He likes to taste different rasas. So in our sampradaya, all the rasas are there. And Radha and Krishna are separated because now Krishna has to go and graze the cows. And that is a siddhanta given by Srimad Bhagavatam. In Bhagavatam, is it Swakiya Bhav? No, it's Parakya Bhav. राधा कृष्ण का विवाह कहाँ होता है भागवतम में? और जो गोपी गीत है, भ्रमर गीत है, ये सब विरह गीत है. So in some other sampradayas there is no viraha, but in our sampradaya there is viraha and there is milan. Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj said, embankment of ek bank is embankment of separation, one bank is embankment of milan. Both are there, and बीच में the ras is flowing, the pravaha, Radha Krishna prem. So this is a very deep topic, and of course, first we have to study the basic books of Srila Prabhupada. Also, another thing, Mataji, Srila Prabhupada is a genius, a spiritual genius. Srila Prabhupada has created ISKCON in such a way that for a long time we will be studying ABCs of Bhakti. Chant 16 rounds nicely, follow the 4 regulative principles nicely, do the ISKCON disciple course, do the Bhakti Shastri course, then do the Bhakti Vaibhav course. इसमें बहुत सारे साल निकल जाते हैं. Yes. This is very good because prematurely, if we jump into too many rasik subjects, अभी वृंदावन में था, and I was just sitting there near Prabhupada Samadhi and chanting, and one person just came and started talking to me, uninvited, and he said, I am hearing some person, some other sampradaya, and he said, मैं उनकी सुनता हूँ और फिर वो ऐसा कहते हैं वैसा कहते हैं, और जब से उनका सुना हो तब से ऐसा निरंतर नाम चल रहा है और दूसरा कोई विचार ही आता नहीं मन में. एंड ही सेइंग ऑल दिस इन 2-3 months. इसे मैं तो बस ऐसा यूट्यूब पे देखा उनका और मैं तो पागल हो गया. अभी दिन रात उनका ही सत्संग सुनता हूँ, उनका ही क्वेश्चन आंसर सुनता हूँ, और बाबा ऐसा बोले, बाबा वैसा बोले, एंड सब विचार ही बंद हो गए. अभी कुछ काम ही नहीं कर पाता मैं. सो आई टोल्ड हिम कि भक्ति का ये तात्पर्य नहीं है कि सब विचार बंद हो जाए. विचार परिवर्तित होने चाहिए. पहले प्रापंचिक विचार है, अभी भागवतिक विचार आने चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं कि विचार बंद ही हो गए पूरे. So then he started opening up. हाँ नहीं, ऐसा नहीं, विचार तो आते हैं. So then he said, अच्छा, what else? I asked him, what else can I do? So then he said कि प्रभु जी, I am कोई भी नारी को देखता हूं तो बहुत ऐसे काम वासना उत्तेजित हो जाती है, तो उसके लिए क्या करो? सी आप बहुत बड़े बड़े बातें कर रहे थे, ये ऐसा है वैसा है, निरंतर नाम चल रहा है, और अभी तो कुछ दूसरा थॉट ही आता नहीं है मन में, पर अभी देखो अभी आप असलियत पे आ गए, अभी दिस इज द ग्राउंड रियलिटी। पर हमारे इस्कॉन में प्रभुपाद हैज गिवन सच अ स्ट्रॉन्ग फाउंडेशन। चेतोदर्पण मार्जनम पे, अनर्थ निवृत्ति पे इतना जोर है, टू द एक्सटेंड दैट समटाइम्स इट बिकम्स बोरिंग। यार कुछ अभी राधा कृष्ण की लीला भी सुनाओ, तुम ये बेसिक बात ही करते हो, यू आर नॉट द बॉडी और द सोल। पर ये जरूरी है माता जी, बिकॉज अच्छा स्ट्रॉन्ग फाउंडेशन नहीं रहा ना, तो दीज हायर सब्जेक्ट्स वी कैनॉट अंडरस्टैंड, विल मेक मिस्टेक। सो प्रभुपाद हैज गिवन अ वेरी सिक्योर वे ऑफ ग्रेजुअल प्रोग्रेशन। एंड यू सी सम प्रभुपाद डिसाइपल, अभी देवी शक्ति माता जी है वृंदावन में, 50 साल से शी इज इन वृंदावन, उनको देख लो, शी इज टोटल प्रभुपादानुगा, follows only Prabhupada. उनका कोई भी प्रथम क्लास उठा के सुन लो आप, अभी she gave a class, she's quoting Ujjwal Nilamani, she's quoting so many scriptures. Gradually, properly she has progressed under Prabhupada. कहीं नहीं गई, she has not gone anywhere out of ISKCON, and she's very well situated. अभी public I cannot say much, but मतलब unimaginable advancement as far as Naam Bhajan is concerned, as well as understanding the Tattva Siddhanta of the Gaudiya philosophy is concerned. So really, one should be patient. Everything is given by our acharyas, and there is no need to go here and there. But if someone goes, we should not make the mistake of criticizing.
Absolutely.
Because it is possible that that jiva belonged to that sampradaya and has therefore gone. We have to give benefit of doubt. This is what I was saying initially. We have to give the benefit of doubt. That maybe this jiva belonged to that sampradaya. So came, got some training in here, and then has left. ऐसा बेनिफिट ऑफ डाउट देके छोड़ देना चाहिए, ना कि उनको क्रिटिसाइज करे या उनका बहिष्कार करे, उनसे बात नहीं करेंगे, संप्रदाय छोड़ दी, उनसे रुष्ट हो जाए। नहीं, क्यों ऐसा क्यों करें हम? ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए। बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स ऑफ श्रील रूप गोस्वामी वेर फ्रॉम अदर संप्रदाय। वन ऑफ द बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स ऑफ रघुनाथ दास गोस्वामी श्री विठलाचार्य, हु इज द सन ऑफ श्री वल्लभाचार्य, पुष्टि मार्ग। अभी श्रीहित हरिवंश महाप्रभु देवर और समकालीन ऑफ रूप गोस्वामी, गोपाल भट्ट गोस्वामी। So the different sampradaya acharyas have nothing but love for each other. So as their followers, we should not fight. We should also have love for each other. They are also worshipping my Radharani only in a different way. Their kunja is different, our kunja is different. In Golok Vrindavan, there are many prakoshas, many sections. So like that, we should be happy and we should stay loyal to Srila Prabhupada and the Bhakti Vinod, Bhakti Siddhanta, Bhakti Vedanta Dhara, who are the true proponents of Rupa Goswami. ठीक है
जी, थैंक यू प्रभु जी। आपने जैसे ये मेंशन किया कि हमें ये समझना चाहिए, बेनिफिट ऑफ डाउट देना चाहिए कि मे बी दैट पर्सन वाज ओरिजिनली बिलोंगिंग टू दैट संप्रदाय, तो इसीलिए वो चले गए। तो जैसे अगर जो अभी उनके नए गुरु हैं वो बहुत पावरफुल हैं, बहुत प्योर हैं, जस्ट लाइक प्रीवियस गुरु, तो फिर क्या इस बारी उनका कनेक्शन सेट हो जाएगा? मतलब ये इज इट लाइक श्योर कि सेकंड टाइम उनका कनेक्शन गुरु के साथ पूरा बैठ जाएगा और वो एंड तक उन्हीं के साथ रहेंगे, या
वो
उसमें
इट
भी कुछ कहा नहीं जा सकता?
डिपेंड्स ऑन द सिंसियरिटी ऑफ द डिसाइपल। अभी एक भक्त है, उन्होंने इस्कॉन के गुरु को छोड़ के अन्य संप्रदाय गुरु से दीक्षा ली। तो जब वो दूसरे गुरु महाराज को पूछा गया कि आपने दीक्षा क्यों दी, क्योंकि इनके जो गुरु है वो भी शुद्ध भक्त है, वे भी ब्रजवासी है, वे भी गौड़ीय आचार्य है, तो आपने उनके डिसाइपल को, उनके शिष्य को ऐसे फिर से दीक्षा कैसे दे दी? तो वो जो अन्य संप्रदाय के गुरु थे जिन्होंने दीक्षा दी, उन्होंने कहा कि ये भक्त को कोई श्रद्धा ही नहीं है अपने गुरु में, कोई श्रद्धा ही नहीं है अपने गुरु में उनको, तो इसीलिए वो इधर उधर जा रहे हैं। तो अभी यहाँ पे आया है, यहाँ पे थोड़ी श्रद्धा है, तो मैंने सोचा कि राधा रानी की सेवा में इनको ऐसा। तो देखो, जो अन्य संप्रदाय के आचार्य भी है जो दीक्षा दे रहे हैं, उनका आशय क्या है ये हम नहीं जानते। हो सकता है कि उनका भी उनका उद्देश्य बहुत पवित्र है, कि जानते हैं कि ये तो जैसे प्रभुपाद से ही वाज नेवर इनिशिएटेड, वैसे उन्हें अपने गुरु में श्रद्धा ही नहीं है। यदि अभी दूसरे संप्रदाय में दीक्षा लेने के बाद यदि वो प्रामाणिकता से पालन करेंगे, गुरु आश्रय लेंगे, गुरु में श्रद्धा रखेंगे और गुरु के अनुगत्य में भजन करेंगे, तो भगवत प्राप्ति हो जाएगी, हो जाएगी।
जी जी,
कोई अपराध नहीं है। परंतु हमें ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं करना चाहिए। एक बार दीक्षा ले ली तो बस, अभी हमें हमारी संप्रदाय नहीं छोड़नी है, हमारे गुरु महाराज के चरण कमलों को नहीं छोड़ना है। सब कुछ मिलेगा माता जी, मैं सच्ची कह रहा हूँ, सब कुछ मिलेगा। हमारे
जी प्रभु जी।
गौड़ीय वैष्णव संप्रदाय बहुत उत्कृष्ट है, और मतलब ऐसी ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है जो हमारे, ऐसा कोई रस नहीं है जो हमारे संप्रदाय में उपलब्ध नहीं है। शिव
जी
चैतन्य
प्रभु जी।
महाप्रभु की संप्रदाय है ये, नित्यानंद प्रभु की संप्रदाय है।
यस प्रभु जी, थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू सो
हरे
मच
कृष्ण,
प्रभु जी।
हरे
बहुत
कृष्ण।
बहुत धन्यवाद आपका।
जय श्री
थैंक
प्रभुपाद।
यू।
ठीक है, विल स्टॉप हियर, देयर आर नो मोर क्वेश्चंस। थैंक यू वेरी मच। हरे कृष्ण। जय जय श्री राधे श्याम। निताई गौर हरि बोल।
हरे
हरे बोल।
हरे
Thank you
कृष्ण।
so much, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji,
Dhanyavad.